So if you put just an exclamation mark and you hit tab, that's what you're gonna see. This is a shortcut for HTML 5, like this. If you do like this and you hit tab, it's the same thing. It's gonna put this doc type for you, HTML head, body, and close HTML again, right? But if you want to create a page, like a really old page, you want to use XHTML, how you're going to do that? So you remember those really long doc types. So you type HTML XT, which is it's XML XHTML is transitional. So it's going to put this transitional doc type for you. Same with XS is the strict doc type. So we have all those shortcuts. We're going to just put it like this. And if I want to load some CSS files, you know, you need to like open the link tag, rel, and style sheets, href, and then you put the value. Sometimes like you want to be faster than that, so you can just type link CSS, hit tab, and then you got this. And then you get this, and then you see the focus of your cursor right on the CSS file. So that's way more productive than typing all this. You know the fave icon, this icon over here? So do you guys remember how you can define that on HTML? How it is, the tag? Do you remember? Yeah, but how you put that on HTML? Do you remember the tag you need to put in our page? Yeah, but yeah. So you can just type link, fave icon, and then because the rel is like shortcut, icon, type, image, like you don't remember that by hand. So what you're gonna do is like go to a website you did previously, copy and paste that and put it. This way it's much faster. And if you're working with web components in Polymer, what we're gonna do next, you can just type link import, and then the rel is gonna be import, and you can import some component. Pretty easy. Okay. So if I want to just create some tag, instead of typing like image, open brackets, image, src, and put all that, I can just type image, img, tab, and it's going to put the alt and the source attribute for me. That's handy. And I can just type something, and I hit tab, and then type something for alt. So that's cool. That's for tags. So what is the symbol that we use for classes on CSS? Dot, right? So if we put like image dot logo and we hit tab, we're gonna get an image tag with the class logo, right? What about ID? What is the symbol that we use for IDs? Hashtag, right? So we use this one, and then you have ID. So those are like, you have tags, you have classes. But if you just put like dot logo, what is the most common HTML element that we have? Div. So we just type this, and we have a div. Cool. But you could also do like some nesting. Like if I want actually this one is pretty cool, because if I have an unordered list, what I'm gonna have inside of that? A list, right? So if you type tab on this, oops, no. But if I type like this, I want to put something inside of this list. I'm gonna put like item. Then it knows it's an li instead of a div. So you don't like this, you assume that this is a div because the father of this, the parent node of this is the body. But if the parent node is an UL, then you're gonna get a list item. Yeah, you could put whatever in the class. So it's gonna assume that this is an ally. You don't need to put it. So this is the child selector. We have more selectors. We have like siblings. So I want one P next to the other, so you can just put plus. P plus P, you're gonna have double P's. You can climb a selector. So I can put UL, then I can put a child selector, and then I can just climb using this symbol over here. Then I can have an A. Because if I put anything, I don't want the length to be here. I just want to be up, so you can just climb. Because you are climbing two steps. It's useful. Just one, just once. If you have a spam and like a div and then a spam, you could climb like how many you want. It's totally fine. Exactly, yeah. So this is useful. So if we have like new UL, and inside that we have a list, but I want something like to be a sibling of the unordered list. So you can put just a P over here, and if you do that, this is what's gonna render like. And this is how you group stuff. And you can also multiply. So you have a list, and you have like 5 items on top of that, and inside of that you have a link. Inside that link I have an href, and inside that I have some text. So it renders for you. So you can build your whole page with that. So I have a header. Inside of the header I have an UL, and I have like 3 items. Inside I have a link. Inside of that I have like a main that has a section, and then I have a footer that has a link. Oops. And then you can write your whole page using Emmet. It's pretty powerful. And you can also wrap stuff. So like if I have a list of items, and you select all of them, you could just wrap this content with this wrap abbreviation feature of Emmet. So the way I do on Mac is Control Option Enter. I'm not quite sure. You can try like Alt. There's probably something. Wrap with abbreviation on Windows. But you can wrap like this list with an UL, with links, with list items, href equals item 1. And I can also like iterate on this list. So let's say I just want inside of each element I want 5 links, but inside of each one I want a different link, and I want to iterate on that. So you could just put like class equals item, and then you can use the $sign. You hit tab, it's gonna iterate for you. But I'm not a big fan of like if I have like 50 items, I don't want it to start like item 1, item 2. I want like double digits on this because I want everything to be on this pattern. So you can just put double $sign. and you have 0102 or $3 sign. And it's nice because Emmet also works with CSS, so you can have different stuff with CSS. Let's see some of them. Let's create a CSS file. And inside that CSS, I'm just gonna give some transformation for this. So if I type TFR and hit tab, I'm gonna get the transform syntax with all the vendor prefixes. So I don't need to care about how it's gonna be in one browser or the other. So I can just type, and since I'm using Sublime, it has like multi cursors. I can just like type and have the same value for all that. So that's pretty cool. You can put like TFR. If I want to rotate, I can just put the angle here. TFR R, and then rotate S. No, doesn't do anything. That's pretty cool. If you are defining some fonts, that's awesome as well. You can just type this, and you hit tab. You have the whole font face definition. So if you are you want to use custom fonts on your page, it's really nice. You can just change it here. Add F plus. Yeah. If you put just .f, you get this small chunk of code, but the real one that you use daily is this one. If you're using a custom font, and if you want to define like just regular CSS, like I want my body to have a position absolute, and I want to have like top 10 pixels, bottom 30 pixels. I want the margin to be 10 on top, 15 on the right side, 20 on the bottom, 32 on the left side, and I want my padding to be 40 on top on the bottom, and 50 on the left on the right side. And I just hit enter. It's not working for some reason. Let's check this. Bottom 30, margin 10, 20, 13, 40, I hit tab. So it's pretty awesome. You can do like a lot of stuff with Emmet, not only with HTML but also with CSS. So I want to propose a challenge for you guys now. So you saw this file over here, the one you downloaded. Just remove this. So imagine you have this component on your page. It's not too good to see it, but it doesn't matter. What I want is for you to write this syntax with Emmet. So I want this this structure on my page, and I already put on the first file you have on your folder. So I have already put how it should be structured. So I wanted you to try it out and see if you can build this structure with Emmet. Okay?